Are we live? It's live, pal. Hello, and how is everyone doing out there in the hockeyverse? My name is Richard Blosser, welcoming you to the Hockey Podcast Network's live watch along World Juniors. Is it 2024? Are we calling it? Or is it 2023? I don't know. But welcome to the live stream, everyone. My name is Richard Blosser, here slaving over as we delve into this World Junior. So, housing, we'll have some game will be starting. It's scheduled for an 11 a.m. start on the NHL network. They're just wrapping up Canada and Finland, as that should be wrapping up momentarily, about 90 seconds left, as Canada is about to beat Team Finland. So I will be Team USA. Woohoo! USA! USA! Team USA versus Team Norway, which is set to take place here at the top of the hour. So thank you to everyone who is just trying to get some things set up here. Trying to get some things set at my internet connection is stupid and ridiculous. It is, quote, unstable according to StreamYard standards. And so if it's choppy, I'm sorry. I'm really trying. I really need to update my equipment to do this better, because this laptop just ain't score up, and we'll get the score up for you here soon. The next game on the docket after and that'll be getting away around 1:30. 1 Okay. So no. I want World Juniors Cup, even though there at the that we won. I just got to wait for the damn thing to load. You. I promise. And we'll that up and running. I have the right one. So it's not cooperating this one. Yes, running, I promise. Sweden. That took down earlier today, and again, bear with me. Watch me again when I do this. 5-2. I'm trying my best as Slovakia at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 8. Here we go. Okay. First win in your occasions and where you're watching from. And here. So they're showing some former Team USA highlights on here. Beautiful Team USA jerseys. Forget the Carl. I think it was a John Carlson goal that got him the overtime. The overtime. So, we'll be looking for possibly USA versus Canada again in the World Juniors. That's always fun. Showing recaps of Trevor Zegras. And I think that was the 2021 finals was the last time the boys here in the US of A took a gold here in the World Juniors. That was the dark days of the pandemic. That dark and horrible winter. We don't talk about. I don't talk about. I don't like talking about. Team USA won gold on January 5th. January 6th, the following morning, my cat died. Yeah. So I don't want to hear crap about any of that. Anyway, Team USA, they're showing skating out in those blue uniforms. Okay, Team USA with the patriotic blue and red numbers with white borders on them. Sure, that's a look. That is a look. Your commentators are Dave Starman and EJ Raddick. They're on the NHL Network. So I'm not quite underway as of yet here, everyone. Everyone, just give me a second here. I'm going to try something, see if my computer will actually cooperate in doing this. So if things sort of just a little weird here for a second, stay with me. Stay with me, everyone. Will the flash score up momentarily, everyone? Everyone. Team USA with I love how they have the USA in diagonal word mark. Your lines for Team USA: McGrady, Gauthier, Snuggerland, Howard, Nazar, Bridley, Perreault, Smith, Leonard, Capitals prospect, Finley, Nelson, and Hayes. More as your extra. No more, as they say. That is the Team USA projected lineups All right, looks like I'm back in, everyone. My apologies, everyone. I'm so sorry to everyone. My internet dropped out. I am so sorry to everyone for that. Just had some internet issues. Just kind of just dropped me out. So my apologies to all of you watching. I am so sorry. 15 of you watching on and 4 of you watching on Twitch. Thank you so much to everyone. I am so sorry. I apologize. I just need some time to reboot everything to just reload the page and get back on it. So so let's get this back up. We're gonna do this relief. Just went stupid. That's all. So still 0-0. Nothing between play going 0 for 1. Team US team is wearing. Stop being stupid. Already had enough of that today. Good. Yeah. Norway face off. Just God, this is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. This is back, and we can actually get this up and running. Again, I apologize to everyone. I've never had this much trouble. This is just ridiculous. I'm glad that that the ones of you that have stuck around, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. I really am. It just it it really bothers me that I can't bring you guys a good product here that either my crappy laptop or my crappy internet connection can't. That I just feel like I can't really do anything. Um, just because everything's running so slow on this, and I can't really feel like I can really do much for everyone here. So, we got the score up there, still 0-0, and I can't really see much what's going on here right now because, God, this is so stupid. But it looks like we're up and running now, at least mostly. This is the best I can do, everyone. So, all 14 of you that are watching, I appreciate it. All of you so much. I know my connection's terrible. This isn't as good as other ones. I am so sorry to all of you. And again, it's me because I hold myself to higher standards. So it's just me. So everyone who's ever out there, just let me try and catch up with some of these on here. This will let me. 4-2 USA. Okay. Frozen. Yeah, I know. I know. And I hope all of you that are still watching this, please give a like to this video, please. I know the quality hasn't been great, but we're up to 5. Maybe we can get to 10 by the end of this. 11:55 to go here in the first period. Team USA versus Team Norway. Norway actually has Norge written across their jerseys instead of Norge. Team USA had a nice chance thrown on net, stopped by the goaltender. This is Group B action, everyone. Group B, the Team USA is in. Not exactly like the highest. I mean, like, not exactly the hardest league the Team USA has been in quite some time. That's not like they're in the same division as Canada this year. Canada's in Group A. And here comes Norway leading up the ice. Brief 2-on-1 shot and just shot it just wide. That was a nice little chance there for a team. But back comes Team USA. Tried to throw a crossing feed, didn't go by, and just goes into the corner. And puck goes up and out of play. 11-11 to go here in the first period. 11-11 to go. So thank you so much to everyone who is watching this so far. 5 likes so far. Make sure you get like and subscribe. We have all the mentions and all the stuff down there that the mentions and stuff down there. So hit us up on the socials. Neil Valampino, my hockey brother from a different mother, he's actually covering Team Canada for the Hockey Writers. And he was given some good updates on Team Canada's early win. Team USA on a power play here. As it seems here. Let's see. Slashing on Lie. No, I'm dead serious. That's his name. Lie. Back out to the point for USA. Over to the right circles. Looking, goes back out to the point. Looks over to winds, fires. Shot goes way wide and bounces up and out of play. No, seriously, that's the guy's name is Lie. That's his name. So we got 13 people watching so far. Thank you so much to all of you. I appreciate it. I really do. 11 of you on YouTube and 1 of you on Twitch. I've never twitched. I haven't. Hoping to get a PC to where I can upgrade my equipment and I can do this better. Again, I hold myself to high standards. Team USA trying to get a shot from the right circles from more of a grip it and rip it type place. But this guy is just not hitting water. I mean, I think I think that's Gautier that's on the sides, number 19. He's just winding and firing. And his first shot just sailed left. I mean, sailed to the left of the goalie, just went way, way wide. Just went way, way wide. And so it looks like face off all the way back down in the Team USA zone. Team USA again wearing the blues, throwback to the rail yard. They have the rail yard patch on their jerseys, which are really nice looking. I always love it when Team USA does that. Although the patch is like right here, but when they put that on it, let me try to move the camera down a little bit. Like if you have an A here, like the patch is here, and the A is like so. To me, it's just weird. It's just me. So this is the only hockey action going on today, everyone. Only action going on is World Juniors, as all of hockey's taking a couple of day break for Christmas, and they'll be right back at it. A wide open shot, and it's just goalie saved and just flips. Barely kept in the zone by USA, but chipped right back out by Team Norway. Down the ice it goes. 20 seconds left here on the power play for Team USA. Doing the old drop back slingshot method for them. And Team USA is able to keep the puck in. A Norway guy lost his stick as Team USA tried to throw it in, tried to get it in. And in comes Norway back the other way. Shot, big rebound from the goalie, and just rolls wide of the boards. A good chance there for Team Norway. Tried to do the old pad pass, and the goaltender is able to kick it out. Sorry, I don't know the names that well for Team USA. Team USA as well. Again, these are under 20 kids. A lot of these are still in World Juniors. That some of these will be stars in about a year or two, but still kids. We still we forget that. And it's nice to see this is on the NHL network again. It's nice to see a broadcast that doesn't have virtual augmented reality boards. I mean, yeah, the boards are littered with advertisements in Sweden. But yeah, it's just nice to see that. It really is. For all of you watching, please leave comments as well, as I will try to get them on as well. It looks like we have the scoreboard guy here. Yep, he was getting stuff out there as well. And in comes Norway. Shot, dribbling shot, can't get in. Scramble in front and just goes and gets knocked to the corner. Team Norway starting to show some speed, crossing feed, not able to get in. Breakout pass intercepted by Norway, kept in the zone, dropped down to the boards, back out to the circles. Little fighting there along the boards. USA trying to get out of the zone off a turnover from one of the USA defensemen. A breakout pass that was just picked off at the blue line. Team USA back into the offensive zone and is able to get picked off by Norway and shot down the ice, not icing, as a Norway guy is able to beat it out in the USA zone, throws to the circles, whiffed on the shot, and USA gets it out of the zone. So lots of action tomorrow for the World Juniors as the NHL and the American Hockey League, which I cover, the Grit and Bear It podcast, as we just had a new episode drop today. Make sure you check out wherever you get your podcasts, especially on Spotify and Google. Because reasons. But we have a lot of World Juniors tomorrow. Slovakia versus Switzerland, Finland versus Germany, Norway versus either Chechnya or the Czech Republic, and Latvia versus Canada at 1:30 our time. Just a reminder, this is taking place, I think this is in Germany. No, it's in Sweden. Or wait, I think Germany's doing some of the preliminary round, and the championships are held in Sweden. But that's next week. That's when we get into tournament play, and that's when things get really fun. So 14 of you watching, still sticking through whatever this is. 5:43 to go here in the first period. First period, still nothing. Crossing feet, split save. And that should be a media timeout. It should be a media timeout for again. God, I hate this so much. All right, there we are. I'm stuff I got to deal with. Yeah, I know. Stupid studio's not responding. I know. Shut up. Freaking lost like 10 viewers because of it. USA Hockey, relax. It's just a game. They just ran a commercial as to like where a dad was like pounding on the kids, was like pounding on like the kids' classroom glass, like, hey, that's not the right test. Hey, I'm watching you. And Team USA Hockey's trying to like get this feed of like, relax, it's just a game. You're trying to tell us this, Team USA Hockey. That's your tagline? Relax, it's just a game. Somebody call your advertising office. Office here. RJ, tomorrow, 14 NHL schedule. Very much so. Very much. First period score. Norway. It's actually been a pretty decent period so far between these two teams. Lots of up and down action. Some good chances on both ends. Backhander saved by the goalie, and was actually a nice rebound on his stick side. That was there. If a Norway player was there, that's a slap for an easy goal. But yeah, lots of NHL action tomorrow. AHL gets back up and running. ECHL gets back up and running as well. Let me go grab Chuck something real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, there we go. I just need to grab some water. 4:15 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. And what the hell is that goal? Is that ref wearing advertisements? He's like this big AJ label on his chest and on his visor. Is that an advertisement? My goodness. Looks like we have our second media, our second or third media advertisement. And, and let's see what else is here. And just remember, everyone, please hit that like button. I think I've got like a secondary like RJ here pumping out the stuff here. Please don't forget the likes button. Please do so. Please do so. All of you that are watching this mess that I'm putting out here as well. Let's see here. Down. So we're at 5 likes for the video still. Let's try and keep that up and running. Try and get that up. Running an advertisement of try hockey for free for Team USA Hockey. Interesting. That's on Saturday, February 24th. 16 people are watching this. Thank you so much to all of you that are watching. Puck dumped down and around. 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Scoreless. Here, I think they are playing. I think this is playing in Germany. I think rather sporadic crowd there in should be Sweden. I should probably try this up as well. Norway's having some chances here in the second. Having some good chances, like here in Team USA moving it up. The ice long shot stick comes out of the hands of a Norway defender, and some pushing and shoving behind the net after the play. Push and shove. Push and shove. Shove there, everyone. Let's see here. So we have 2 groups. For those of you that are new to the World Juniors, there are 2 groups, 10 teams total that play in this, but there are 2 groups that play. You have Group A that consists of Canada, Finland, Sweden, Germany, and Latvia. That's Group A. Group B is Norway, Switzerland, USA, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. So those are your teams that play. And the first round, the first couple days are basically round robin, where the 2 groups play each other. And then we head into tournament action as well. Now, teams do have to qualify for the World Juniors. I think there is regulation in this, and I think Norway was the one that got in. So here's how the tournament format goes. There's a single round robin series, and the top 4 teams from each group, finish last, will end up playing each other in the next round. I don't know. There it is. We'll end up playing each other in the next round, and it's an 8-round tournament. It will be 1A versus 4B, 1B versus 4A, and so on and so on. Basically, don't finish last in group play. That's all you got to do. Don't finish last. But there is a regulation format that the 2 last place teams will play 1 regulation round game, and the winner plays again in next year's tournament, while the loser will get regulated to the Ice Hockey World Junior Division Group A. So this is the elite tier. So if you want to stick around in the World Juniors, you got to get into the tournament, or else you'll play a regulation game, which is interesting, which is very interesting. And I think we might have a penalty on the play. I think there's a stoppage here, or it could be offsides. But So there is a 3. If you win in regulation, you get 3 points. Each team gets 1 point at the conclusion of regulation if the game is tied, and an additional point is given to a winning team whether they win in overtime or a shootout. We got someone checking in there. Hello. It's like, hello. Look, long name. Checking in via Twitch. Hey, we got a Twitcher checking in. How you doing? Time winding out here in the first. Time winding out and winding down. Winding down. Looks like Norway's going to try and get one last rush, but it bounces off the guy's stick. There's a clear almost 3-on-1. So a big rebound for Norway and big save by the USA goaltender. Oh my goodness. Rebound, point blank chance. We're going to get a penalty. Probably a cross check on the Americans. Big scramble. And Norway in front. And did the time run out? And we got pushing and shoving in front of the net. Pushing and shoving. Looks like I think we're going to have a cross check penalty on Team USA. And it is. It's going to come at the 20-minute mark. As we had a lot of some good stuff there in the last 20 seconds of the period. Norway making a good charge and throws a shot on goal that bounced off to the corner. They're showing some behind the net cam. And then goalie, I think can't really get a good last name on it, but good point. That's the end of the period. 0-0 after 1. So that's all for the first period. So that is it after 1. 0-0 or 0-0 after 1. Team USA shot leader is Ryan Leonard with 3 shots, while Magnuson leads Team Norway with 2 shots on goal. So thank you to everyone who's been sticking with me on this. Again, I apologize for the first half of the period. First half of the first period, just I was having internet problems. Again, I really want to update. I want to update my the stuff so I can do this better for all of you. But we're going to take a bit of a break here. Going to take a break. We're going to run some ads here. But as of right now, 0-0 at the end of the first period as we're in round robin play here at the World Juniors. Team USA versus Team Norway. Thank you to all of you that are watching this, that are sticking around with this, and we'll be back after this. And we're back. Back doing the watch party between Team USA versus Team Norway. 25 people on YouTube are watching this. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, I'm having some chocolate. What of it? I keep my energy up during these things. So, first intermission here in the first period between Team USA and Team Norway. They're showing highlights from earlier. Or we're going to as Team US as Team Canada was in action earlier today. And actually the US are heavy favorites to win this. I think this is like the first year, like maybe in a couple, where Team USA is favorited to win the World Juniors. And I love this time of year. I absolutely do. I always love watching the World Juniors because I'm a sucker for international hockey. Like, one of my favorite events once every 4 years, is Olympic hockey. I love Olympic hockey. And to me, this is like Olympic hockey, but on a smaller scale. That these are under 20-year-olds. These are still technically teenagers, 18, 19-year-olds. And it just, these kids just give it their all whenever they come out here. Like, they understand what a big opportunity this is. And they know it's a showcase, that there's going to be scouts there. There's going to be team reps out there as well, international team reps and everything. And I just like that there's so much that there's done during this time of year that with this that's done with this is that Team USA really likes, Team USA. I always like watching them and how they just, like, everybody just commits to this, and they understand the pride of wearing your country's colors and representing them. While this is a yearly tournament, but it's new players every year. It's players making memories in all this. And there's just so much great hockey that's played in this. Is it the best to watch at times? Like, if you're looking for hard-hitting, grit and grind type hockey, no. But it's very fast and loose. And even though there is not a lot of checking in this, there doesn't need to. There doesn't really need to. So, that's just why I love the World Juniors. Like, I really like watching it this time of year. Just this time of year. Because it's just a lot of fun. Plus, it takes place now. The weekend between Christmas and New Year's, that magical in-betwixt time of Christmas and New Year's where, some people work, some people don't. Kids are home from school for a week. And it's really fun stuff to watch. And I'm glad, like, in this era that can be watched, I guess. So they're showing highlights between Canada and, I think, Canada and Finland. And I really like the goal effects, since Canada was the home team. Now, my team, the Bears, have done this, but they darken the lights, and there's white and red spotlights that go all over the place. It's a really cool effect. They're just showing a Finland goal, and Finland gets the light treatment where there's white and blue lights, small spotlights that just come out onto the ice. So it looks like it was actually a close game between Canada and Finland early on, and it looks like Canada thinks that they scored here. And yeah, it was in, so made it 3-1. Canada got an empty netter with 2.5 minutes to go. And Finland got one late to make it respectable, to make it 4-2, because I think goals for is a thing that sort of helps in the standings a bit. So I'm like, yeah, good passing play that turned into a net mouth scramble that the captain for Team Norway was able to get, but Canada gets another empty netter, and that pretty much seals it. So 5-2, Canada won. In those white and red jerseys, it is a white body with red numbers with a maple leaf on the wrist. It's actually a really nice look. You know, I like Canada's jerseys. They always get good jerseys this time of year for the World Juniors. One that's always great is Team Sweden, the gold and the blue. Mwah, love it. Although Team Canada, for whatever reason, just really loves wearing black. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Because there was a trend back in the 2000s called going black for black's sake. Teams would put black in their jerseys just because it looked cool or they play at night. And these were teams that did not have any black in their uniforms whatsoever. Like, for example, Alabama football had a black jersey. There's no black in Alabama football whatsoever in any of their color schemes. It's burgundy or crimson. Crimson, red, and white. That's it. There is no black in the color scheme of Alabama, but they really wanted a black jersey because they were wearing it at night. So that was a term that was coined, I think, by Paul Lucas on Jersey Watch, going black for black's sake. And I don't know why Canada does it. I honestly don't, but that's just me. So it's like we have somebody give a like out from Facebook. Thank you so much. Much as well. I know my connection's improved a bit, but that's also because I'm not doing I'm not sharing the screen with the score thing that we have, because I know that eats up a lot of bandwidth because it's ad laced. But looks like we'll be getting back underway shortly. I always like how streamlined these and these World Junior games. They're very streamlined. There's not a lot of fluff. There's not a lot of booga booga. It's just, we're here to play hockey. Let's get in and go. Come on, we got other games we got to play. I absolutely love it. This game starts at 11. It'll be done by 1:30. We'll kiss, we'll dance, we'll schmooze, we'll go home happy. Hey, what do you say? Come on. I love it. Love it. Thank you so much. 18 of you are watching. Please give a like to this video. Also, tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from. Where are you watching from? If it's here in the US of A or if it's somewhere else, let me know where you're watching. Going to take another short break here, run a commercial here, and we'll be back with more coverage of Team USA versus Team Norway at the 2024 World Juniors. And we are back. Yes, I'm eating more chocolate. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. I had to bring out the hockey kids for this. Yes, I know there's a stuffed shoe in the background. I had to bring out the hockey kids for this. This is Thunder. He's from Springfield. We wanted to watch because it's blue. And this is Petey. This is our son. Me and my wife's son. First hockey plush I bought for my wife. He's from Providence, and he's a very good boy. Hey, hello, son. So they're out here watching with me some midday hockey as well. Well, they're just here watching it with the kids. Scott Skogberg, hi from Minnesota. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, don't mean that. But Scott, thank you so much for joining us, brother. Thank you. Now, did I on the break really just go out there and get put on my New York Rangers jersey to show support for the boys? Why, yes. Yes, I did. And this is a real gamer jersey. This is legit stuff here. Paul Carey, New York Rangers jersey. They're showing players for Norway. Highgard and Solberg are going to be top prospects in this year's draft. And if they get drafted, take 3 sips in the draft drinking game. So it looks like we're about to get back underway here in the second. Norway is going to have a power play here to start the second. And is that a polar bear that's on Norway's jerseys? Is that a walking polar bear? Cool. God, I love this time of year. Love it. Love it. So I'll get the old Scoretron 3000 back up. Just give me a second here. That needs a minute. So Team Norway on a power play here. Power player getting set up, throwing some pitch and catch there on the point. On the point, back out to the circles. There we go. There we go. Now it seems like we got the audio fixed. But still just keep running into these problems. It just really bothers me. But Team Norway back on another power play. Second of the game for Norway. Is able to get one in the slot over the circles, tries to tuck it in and can't. Good chance here for Norway. Another delayed penalty and another penalty for Team USA. This will be their second straight as they'll touch, and it'll be a 5-on-3 for the Norwegians. We say Norwegians? As it looks like Hudson's going off. But he got a link. I do not know of such practices. I do not know. But another Americans going off. At first, it was Rinzel going off for hooking, and it'll be a brief tunes. Norwayans, something thing. Brief 5-on-3 for Norway. As he gets set up, and that'll do it for the two-man advantage. Try one time shot and just sailed wide of the net and out of the zone. Team USA gets one guy back, and they try a shot short-handed. Still power play for Norway. Their third straight power play, if you count the one that carried over from the end of the first. Of course, and Team USA members able to get it out of the zone, brings it up into the zone, shot wide of the goaltender. Good shorthanded chance for the Americans as Norway leads it back in, able to keep the puck in zone. Shot, glove down by the goaltender. Norway's has spent the majority of the period here on the power play, and the goaltender, Augustine, some good shots on him. Including this 5-on-3 that was a good blocker side save, just fought away. 1 minute left here on the man advantage here for Norway. Norway crossing feed, looking, shoots, and glove down by Augustine. Nice Royal Road pass, as I've heard someone else call it. And let's see if we can get this going again. Still an advantage here for Norway. Their third straight of the period. 14:09 to go here in the first period. To go here in the second period. Or the middle stanza, as friend Zach Fish likes to say, passed up for USA, trying a shorthanded attempt, or if nothing else, just kill time there on the far boards. Whips it down around the boards, and it looks like my computer is finally going to cooperate. Still 0-0, as Norway leads in 3-on-4 as they get the puck back out to the point, crossing feet on the high circles, goes down to the circles on the far boards, whips it around the bottom of the net, throws in the high slot, shot blocked down and cleared by Team USA. 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Huge penalty kill if they're able to finish this off 2-1, and that's it. Team USA is back at full strength for the first time this period at the 13:10 mark. 13:05 to go here in the second period. Still nothing. And here comes Team Norway up on a 3-on-2, but broken up by the USA defense. As again, we're getting back to the usual up and down hockey we go. What a sequence, as Team USA had three consecutive booking calls on Renzel and A good job by Team USA killing off. Real good job by them. Team USA. Team USA going to try and get things back on track here. Get some offensive zone time as the puck is whipped down and around, but just hops off the stick of a forward. And back in we go. Breakaway for Norway. Shot. What? Fought off by Augustine. Nice quick play by the Norwegians. Are able stop and play here, as I think the puck went up and out of play. And that should be the first media timeout here at the. It's a nice period so far. So far, we got 5 people watching on YouTube. We're up to 9 likes for this video so far. Let's get up to 10. See if we can get that up to 10 before the end of the game, and I'll take it. I will absolutely take if we get 10 likes for this video at the end of the period. So, media stoppage here. Team USA, 3 consecutive power plays in the period. Ryan Leonard sat at the beginning. And then they had 2 more consecutive hooking penalties. So, the Women's World Junior they're showing will be held in Utica, New York at the beginning of April. I know a team that's up in Utica, New York. So, actually a good competitive game here between Norway and USA. Teal drag, past the defense and knocked away by the goaltender. Scramble in front, and Norway's able to keep it out. Nice hint up by the Americans, as they had one of their forwards was able to deke past the defense and get a nice little move there in on the goaltender. Almost midway through the game. 11:15. Sorry. Eyes and contacts are bothering me a little bit. Staring at the TV a little too much. 11:06 to go here in the period. So thank you to all of you that are joining me and watching this. I know my quality isn't the best, but not much I can really do about it. But they're showing here the nice little deke move. I think that's Ryan that's Ryan Leonard getting past the defense. Nice little drag. Front hand to backhand, forehand, backhand, and hits the pads as he tried to get in. Oh, he'll be fun to watch in Hershey next year. He'll be fun to watch. Attempted crossing feed for the U.S. broken up by Norway. And they're just going to chip it right back into the zone. A little push and shoving there in the corner. Push and shove. And USA is going to try and break it out. They have some numbers trying to deke around the defenseman, and the Norwegian guy just shoves him off the puck. Thank you for playing. Goodness here. We've had a bit more stoppage in this one. Not nearly as the up and down and big boy action we've had in the first period. More penalties, some more whistles. As Team USA throws one in, scores! And Team USA gets on the board. Ward looks like Fitzgerald, number 81. 81, he leads him down the line. No, Snuggerland. Snugger gets it. That's it. Looks like played around to the far circles and just threw one in from the face-off dot and buries it. Casey with a nice pass to him. Turns around, shoots. Past a Norwegian defender was screening the goaltender. So gets it through scene number 8 21. Snuggerand. It's spelled like it's pronounced. Snuggerud. Spelled just like it's pronounced. So Team USA here on the board, getting one on Norway, and it's 1-0. See if we can get some stats up here. Team to a 16 face-offs, majority going to the Americans as they've won 19 of 28. So USA here in the first period. So it looks like I think we'll have another media timeout here as Snuggerand gets them back on the board. On the board, 1-0 Team USA here in the middle of the first. They're throwing an advertisement for Monday there in Seattle, as it's Vegas versus Seattle at T-Mobile Arena. I am hoping, I will be doing, I'll be doing coverage of that. And actually, Neil is going to join me for that. So the demolition duo of the Hockey Podcast Network will be covering the outdoor classic. So thank you to all of you who've been watching so far. Media timeout, or ice break, as they call it over there. Don't let anyone else there tell you otherwise. 9 minutes and change to go here in the first. Team USA up 1-0. 1-0. Big rebound in front, and Team USA just couldn't put it home. Puck bounced up in the air and just landed in the blue paint, and there is no USA stick to just tap it in for an easy goal. And again, it's so nice to see boards that actually have real advertisements on it instead of the whole virtual ads on the boards. I don't mind them. I know a lot of people don't. But that's just me. I mean, even there are people who have ADHD like I do think they're a distraction. I really don't. I know how to focus on the ice better than just get all worked up over virtual ads. So they're just showing the recent opportunity there as a puck was bounced up in the air and landed just to the right of the goaltender. And nobody really knew where it was to put it home. Actually, Nelson was there. He could have just swiped it into the net, but puck just went up in the air, landed, and died. So Team USA still back in the offensive zone, trying to tuck another one home, but just not able to. Good offensive time here for Team USA, who really seems to have gotten their game ramped up since Snuggerand got the goal. That's so weird to say. It is so weird to say. Snuggerand. Hades. Another chance there for Team USA as they did a backhand on the goalie, and the puck just kind of bounced and got wedged in between the skate and the goalpost. And the goalie was able to freeze it. Ryan Leonard was trying to tap the puck home, and just a Norway defender just knocked into the ice. And looks like they're going to tag him. 2 minutes for roughing as Team USA is going to get another power play here. Chance to add one here. Your Team USA 0 for 2 on the power play so far. Only 5 shots on the man advantage so far. Working it down around behind the net. Team USA slaps it back around to the far corner. Trying to look out to the point. Have it at the point to the circles. Defenseman switches positions over to the left circle. Wrister on the way. Wide of the goalie. May have gotten it with the glove a little bit. But Norway's able to slap it down out of the zone. As Team USA getting their first penalty of the period, while Team Norway has 2, but technically have had 3. Battle in the corner there between USA and Norway. Norway defenseman's able to get it and throw it out of the zone. Stop down at the other end by Augustine. Team USA picks it up and gets out of the zone. Out of the zone, they go by the big IIHF logo. Go as Team USA's in the zone on the near boards. Winger has it, looking. Bumper spot, fires and knocked away by the goaltender. And slapped down the ice. Still 1-0, 43 seconds left here on the man advantage for Team USA. Almost a slingshot pass was picked off by Norway. And that's terror in your heart if you're a defenseman or a fifth forward out there. You leave the slingshot pass and the team gets it because it's an instant breakaway. They're able to break that up. Back at the point for Team USA. Over the circles. Lost the puck. Puck trying to get out there. Shot from the circles. Good crossing feed by Team USA. Gets a bouncing puck from the center over to the winger. Kneeling one-timer, and it's into the back of the net. And Team USA goes up by 2. Another goal for the Americans. Able to collect it. Kneeling one-timer. Top of the corner for number 4. What a shot. That is Brindley. Brindley to Perot, who was able to collect it there in the slot, feed his teammate, and make it 2-0 USA. Woohoo! 2-0 at the 6-minute mark even. As USA has gotten a goal in the midway period and a power play goal. So Norway definitely wants to get a goal here to at least cut into it and go into the locker room, only down by 1. As Norway, you can tell, definitely pressing up. The defensemen are getting more and more active. Oh, Team USA nearly picked off some blue line play as Norway's been utilizing that 3-1-1, 2-on-1 breakaway for US and just chipped out of the zone. Just chipped out of it. Gavin Brindley, his first, and Perot, his first at the 6-minute mark to make it 2-0 USA. And then trip there as a USA player goes down. Delayed penalty coming up on Norway. And as Norway did to start the period, now USA's getting back-to-back power plays. Power play for the Americans as we come back. Don't mind me just sending something to the Wi-Fi. So good stuff by Team USA here, as Norway pretty much held pace with them to start the first, getting a couple of power plays to start the period, but Team USA gets a goal, buries one, and then Team USA getting a power play goal from Gavin Brindley, and they're up 2. And now Team Norway's taking a tripping penalty. And Team USA is going to have a chance to add to that. And we're going to go on the power play here shortly for Team USA as Lai goes off for tripping. Go off here for tripping, but Team USA gets the puck. And wait a minute, we had another penalty. Wait, what? It's 4-on-4. I thought it was a power play for Team USA. Too many men. So Team USA got hit with a too many men penalty, the lamest penalty in all of hockey. And now it's a 4-on-4. Okay. All right. So we get a little 4-on-4 action. Okay. I think so. I think that there's 5 out there, though. There's 5 going on out there. So is this a 4-on-4? Is this like... No, it's still 5-on-5. So the 2 penalties canceled each other out? So we're just going to count this as coincidental minors? And it's still going to be 5-on-5? That's really weird. I mean, it's not bad. It's just weird. So I don't think I've ever seen a tripping and a too many men cancel each other out. It should just be a 4-on-4. I don't get this. I don't get it. Whatever. We play on. In the words of the cinema snob, sure. Whatever. Remember, Team USA battling there in the corner. Calvin Brindley got a goal in this game. Into the circle. Shoots! And scored! And scores! Gavin Brindley again. Just walks right into the circle and just roofs one. 3-0 USA. Corner battle there is able to win the puck battle. Gavin just walks into the circles and shoots and beats him short side. Wow. Top corner and beats him short side, top corner. Well done, lads. Well done. 3-0 USA. 3-0. Gavin Brindley with his second, who just walked into the slot and just roofs it. Assisted to Nazar. So Gavin Brindley with 2 goals so far here in the game. 2 goals. And it's 3-0 USA with 3:08 to go here in the second period. Steal by USA. Is able to keep the puck in the zone. And the scoring graphic for the game's like really messed up. It says power play at 0, but there's obviously not. Wrister kicked aside by the goaltender. Shot in the circle, shoots, and nope. So I'm guessing by the jersey matchup, it looks like Norway's the home team. That's why we don't see a lot of fanfare for USA on here whenever they score. So Gavin Brindley, his second, and Nezer third, his first assist, makes it 3-0 USA. Say on a period that's just really opened up and gone Team USA's way. They've buried the chances they've had. It's 26-20. So it looks like we're winding down here in the second period. Just it looks like nobody on the ropes here. Um, that goal by Gavin Britt. All right, looks like we are back. It is 3-0 at the end of one. And take some breaks here, and we'll be back. Hey everyone. Sorry about what happened near the end of the period. Um, I'm really sorry that again I can't stream or do a lot of it. I have like just a stream that can just stay up all the time and do other things and just and reduce to this crap. So I'm sorry everyone. It's 3-0. 3-0 USA. So 3-0 USA after one. USA getting a couple of goals halfway through the second as Jacob Snugland got his goal. Casey and for Q got the assists. Gavin Brindley has 2 goals in the game. Pierrot and Ryan Leonard with assists on the goal at the 14-minute mark. And I'm guessing probably Frank Nazar. Yep, Frank Nazar. Nazar with the assist. Gabe Pierrot with the assist. And Drew Fortescue with an assist. And Casey getting an assist as well. 3-0 USA. So nice job by USA sort of breaking away here in the second period. I wondered if this was that USA has been able to sort of break away from this. They've done a good job so far. Why the heck is Jason Alexander doing a World Series of Poker ad? Why? Remember when that was like ESPN's like key niche sport of like the mid to late 2000s? Yep, World Series of Poker app, supported by Jason Alexander. This is the time. These are the times we live in. So NHL Network is showing Finland and Canada highlights as Canada pretty handily took that game. I don't think that was the opener of the tournament. Just check some things on the old phone here, considering that runs a lot faster than my laptop does. So the other games we had today was Slovakia beating Chechnya? Beating Chechnya in the opener 6-2. Team Canada defeating Team Finland 5-2. That's what they're showing the highlights of now. And one more we've got today is Sweden versus Latvia. That's day 1 action, which is today. Slate of games from tomorrow. They've got 4 due up tomorrow. Slovakia versus Switzerland, Finland versus Germany, Norway versus Chechnya or Czech Republic. I don't know. No. And Latvia versus Canada. On Thursday, be Switzerland versus Team USA. As Team USA second game. Germany versus Sweden. Sweden is the host country. Also, you do get in automatically if you're hosting it. Norway versus Slovakia and Latvia versus Finland. Friday, Team USA will take on Chechnya versus Team USA in early action, bright and early in the morning U.S. time. Canada versus Sweden. That could be a really good matchup. Switzerland versus Norway. Germany versus Latvia. All teams will get a day off. And then New Year's Eve, USA versus Slovakia, Sweden versus Finland, Chechnya versus Switzerland, Canada versus Germany. Another day off for everyone. And then January 2nd will begin quarterfinals play, all leading up to the finals, which will be on January 5th. So lots of action here on the World Junior, day one here at the World Juniors. The World Juniors. And I do like how the World Juniors website, it kind of does have cookies to tell you where your time is. But like it'll show venue time, and then it'll show your time, which is whatever your time zone is. So you don't have to worry about, well, how many hours difference it is. No, it just tells you right then and there. Good stuff by them. Good stuff. So thank you to all of you that have stuck around through all of my technical issues. So again, good stuff that's been here in the World Juniors here so far. Couple of games early. Love what USA's done. Ryan Leonard's one of the bigger prospects here in this tournament, but Gavin Brindley has done great stuff as well, getting himself 2 goals here in the tournament. Having a good tournament will really help out your draft status come June. And I mean, really help out. I mean, a gold medal helps. A solid showing does. Connor Bernard pretty much owned the tournament last year. Nearly beating Eric Lindros's record for like most points in this tournament. And a player can take over these tournaments. Just ask Trevor Zegras. Running some more ads on NHL because we're getting through intermission here. Showing eligible slates for tomorrow night in the NHL. You know, as the one guy said on here, 14 games due up tomorrow as the NHL gets back underway. But Team USA up 3-0, leading on shots 26-19 and 1 for 3 on the power play. It's like they're doing a interview with Gavin Brindley, we are on a hat trick watch for Gavin Brindley. 2 goals on 3 shots. We are on a hat trick watch. Trick watch for him. So this has been a good watch so far. And all 2 of you that are stick around, I thank you. I don't like that. It seems like Flash Score and my own computer just sabotaging my ability to do this. I really, really don't like it. I hate it. And I just don't feel like there's much I can do. I've only got one person watching on YouTube and one person watch on Twitch. Yeah, I know it's midday on a Tuesday post holiday, so it's rough to do. But I'm just mad at myself. I'm mad at myself because I'm rough on I'm hard on myself because I try to hold myself to a standard, and other things just seem to get in the way of doing that. Um, so also saying from the Hockey Podcast Network's Twitter feed, they believe is the odds-on favorite sponsored by DraftKings, is the odds-on favorite to win it all this year with 10 NHL first-round picks. As Cutter Gauthier seems to be the big player to watch for Team USA. And USA Hockey, yeah, we're only like 2 years removed from winning the whole damn thing. But but I wonder, where are we going next year? Yeah, where is World Juniors 2025? We're actually going back to Canada. We're going back to Canada next year, and Ottawa is going to host it. The combination of Ottawa and US as World Juniors will take place at Canadian Tire Centre and TD Place in Ottawa. So it's an all Canada affair next year, as Ottawa is going to host the World Juniors. Canada's Canadian Tire Centre, where the Ottawa Senators play, will be the home for the majority of the matchups as a primary competition venue, which means Team Canada is going to play there. And it says it's the first time since 2009 that Ottawa has hosted the World Juniors. But also TD Place, where the Ottawa 67s of the Ontario Hockey League will also be hosting as a secondary venue, which means that of a lower teams and lower matchups will be used there. Last time they were there, Canada won in the semifinals. Canada, some guy named Jordan Eberle helped Canada get 2 goals in a semifinal win over Russia before ultimately Canada won it all for their fifth consecutive gold medal. Jesus. 5th consecutive gold medal. So, yeah, good for Ottawa. They will be hosting the 2025 juniors. We'll be back in Canada and normal times for these games. Now, for some of you saying 2026, not sure yet. Not sure yet. Canada hosts a tournament every other year. Interesting. So it will be between the US and Europe to see who will hold the spot. Quick break for myself, and we'll be back with the third period. And it looks like we are back. And we're back. So 3-0. We're back to get underway here in the third period. Underway here in the third. But let me just take care of something here. Everyone here, just going to mute myself here. All right. Sorry to tear for a brief second there, everyone. Thanks to 6 of you that are watching this with me. That's still 3-0. 3-0 US. US on top as we are about 16 minutes left to go here in the game. Game. If you are the US, just ride it out here to the finish line. And you just want to try and limit their chances here in the third period. Stats here. Shots are 28-21. Still in favor of the U.S. The Africa. And another penalty for the Norwegians minutes as well. It's like Casey, smashed into the boards. Yeah, that hurt just died. We're good. Thank you, brother. All right, so Team USA up on the power play with 90 seconds to go here. Back out to the point, to the circles. Say skates in, try to crossing feed, broken up, recollected by the U.S. The high slot over the circles, looking. Maybe trying to get the hat trick. And cuts in and scores. Manded goal by the Norwegians. And Norway gets on the board to make it 3-1. Okay. Looks like Team USA is at the point. Flubbed on the passer, was blocked, and just a crossing feed in front and shoots and scores. Number 13 for Team Norway. As Norway's on the board with 13 minutes and change to go here in the period. Okay. We got something here. All right. Norway with a shorty. Short-handed. Gets himself on the board. There's the ad ref. Who's going to give the face-off. Please don't give Gary Bettman ideas by putting ads on refs. Please don't. And they're going to the videotape. Are we challenging for onside? Okay. Or are they checking time? Visterham is the goal scorer as of right now. Visterham. But they're going to the videotape on something. No wonder what they're... Are they offsides? So, and they skate back and goal stands. Okay. I don't know what the heck that was about. Puck into the circles. Circles. Goes beneath the goal line. Looking. Back out to the point. Point over to the high circle. Crossing feed over. Tipped in front. Scores! So Team USA gets it right back with the deflection in front. Howard gets the goal, and Team USA gets the goal right back to go up 4-1. And a nice passing play into the high circle, and just a deflection from the bumper spot. Gauthier with a nice feed finds Howard in the slot, who just deflects it into the net. Really nice play by America. America makes it 4-1 and negates the shorthanded goal. So yeah, 1-1 on the special teams, and keep playing. That was a thing that happened. Sure. I don't know exactly what they were challenging there or what the refs were looking for. You see, I have this thing on mute. I have to, or else we get either shut down or demonetized. So Isaac Howard was the one that buried it. Isaac Howard gets the goal. And I'm trying to check here on Twitter. I still call it Twitter. It's not X. See what the heck they were trying to challenge. And I just don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is, it didn't matter. USA got the goal back. By the way, it's Jimmy Snugland. It's Jimmy who got the first goal. Now, let's see what we got here. This kid, Isaac Howard, product of Hudson, Wisconsin. Wisconsin kid. Great Lakes representing. Big rebound in front, and USA can't tuck it home. And it looks like, what do we hear? Just stop it to play. Here, I'm just checking on Twitter here, seeing getting more information here on these players. players here, but yeah, USA player got taken out. And yeah, that's hip on knee. Could have been a good hip check, known as a submarine check back in the day. If you can't hit eye anymore, then go with the old hip checks. Well, at least the hip checks we know until that faithful Yashin hip check, and then the league started getting rid of them. So USA Hockey on Twitter, for Jimmy Snuggerland, they got the nickname for Snuggy, Snugggy. That's a hockey nickname or a nickname you have with the wifey. You decide. So first media timeout here in the third period. And I just want to give a shout on here to Neil Valenpiano, my buddy Neil, who's helping out by keeping the flash score up, at least on his end. I thank him for it because that does not cut into my internet connection here. I want to thank him so much for coming in and assisting me on this. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. You didn't have to take time out of your day to do this, but thank you. I really do. And me and Neil, we will be on doing the Winter Classic next week, the outdoor game from there in Seattle. So Team USA will be taking on Switzerland on Thursday, and Friday against Chechnya or the Czech Republic. Both of those are at 11 a.m. our time. And then the New Year's Eve day game will be 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah. And that's the only bad part of these playing in Europe. And next year, they'll be back in Canada, in Ottawa. We'll be hosting it as well. And then next year, we'll either be in USA or Europe. As I was checking on Google, St. Louis has put in a bid to try and host the World Juniors. And to that, I say, yes, please, and thank you. Trying to bring the World Juniors to I guess, well, St. Louis is a hockey city. Because all they have is just the Cardinals and the Blues. But with hosting the World Juniors, I mean, that's a week and a half you got to take up and a lot of infrastructure to do it. I know Buffalo's hosted it. I think Buffalo has, because I know one year they did an outdoor World Juniors at what was known as Ralph Wilson Stadium, but just basically where the Buffalo Bills play. They did an outdoor one. I think that was USA versus Canada in that game. And it was like the first ever like outdoor World Junior Championship game. And I just want to see where where who's hosted previous ones of these. Because, I just, again, this is fascinating to me. So, last year was held in Montacon, Halifax, Canada. They had 2 years in Edmonton because, the whole COVID thing. 2020 was supposed to be in the Czech Republic, and they actually pulled that off. Well, the 2021 was held at the Big Oil Drum in Edmonton. Okay, so Buffalo has hosted one in the U.S. I mean, well, and Minnesota / North Dakota has hosted. Boston Alaska. Wow. I am shocked and chagrined that Anchorage, Alaska has hosted a World Juniors. Unreal. Unfreaking real. St. Paul has had it as well. St. Paul, Minnesota. Not surprising that St. Paul has hosted one. Typically, when Canada is hosted, they typically split duties between it. Like Montreal and Toronto have hosted. That counts as Russia, and that's counted as Canada. We've gone to Finland, Helsinki, Finland. Russia is hosted. Probably not now with the way the world's going. But like last year was Montacon and Halifax for Canada, trying to get a lot of the smaller venues in it instead of just going to always going to like the bigger venues in Canada. But like Malmo, Sweden hosted it last time. Last time they're in Sweden. But like Calgary, Edmonton split duties as well. So I know I'm talking a lot about locations here, but I like providing history to all of you about this event like this, because the more you know about it, the more you can appreciate about it. Still 4-1 Team USA, who's pretty much just gone into lockdown at this point. A lot of dump ins, a lot of dump outs, and just want to keep the game in much as Norway's zone as possible. They have a 3-goal lead, but really hoping that Norway doesn't get another goal to make this a thing. And it just amazes me that the refs have advertisements on them. And people complain here in the US about the virtual boards, and I think in the Mutant 2021 season about how all the divisions were sponsored. So yeah, imagine the days when the day we get to a point where the refs are sponsored here in the US. Imagine we get to that point. So that's where that whole coming to Ottawa thing came from. Coming to Canada and all that. So 8:50 left to go here in the game. USA, as of right now, comfortably in the lead at 4-1. Norway trying to get back in it. And it looks like we might have an offsides call that should lead to a media timeout here. Yep, we're getting another media timeout. Timeout. Possibly going to try and wrap the game up here soon. There will be one more up for the World Juniors here today at 1:30 our time, and then that'll do it for day one at the World Juniors. The World Juniors, much more where this came from. And if you want to find out what's going on with the World Juniors or watch your favorite team, check out the Hockey Podcast Network and hit subscribe for this, as we will have more of these watch-alongs as we head into the new year, and much, much more as we head into the second half of the year and inch closer and closer to playoff hockey. So yeah, media timeout. They call it ice break here. A couple of good chances here for Team USA. A couple good chances as it looks like they're trying to get Brindley that hat trick as well. Other players getting some chances as well. 3 of you are watching. I thank you so much. The ones that have stuck around on here. Thank you so much as well. And Norway is going to try and get back into this. 8:30 left to go here in the third period. Team USA with a 4-1 lead. Shot in on the goaltender. Save by the goaltender. A slight break for Team USA. Says the puck was chipped up ahead. He gets behind the defense a little bit, but it wasn't a clean break. Was not a clean break by any means. Shot right into the pork tenderloin regions of the Norwegian goaltender. Tender face off to the left of goalie, won by Norway. Is going to try and get it out of their own zone. And again, Team USA just running out the clock here. The clock. Not that they're going to stop scoring. They're not. Team USA player went down and looks like he might be a little slow to get back up here. And if the player is down, then Norway's probably going to take advantage here with something, but it looks like they got him back out on the ice here. Brought in by USA, who shoots and collected by the Norwegian goaltender. I don't know if they might show a replay of this. I really like Team USA's jerseys. It has the USA and diagonal word mark. Very nicely done. I always love how that looks. Of course, they are sponsored by Chipotle, if you hadn't known. That's on the helmets and on the sides on the arms. I mean, we can't put it on the front of the jerseys, but arms, yeah, slap them right on. 7:30 left to go here in the game. 7:30 left. And Team USA firmly in control. Both teams have gotten a special teams goal here in the period. Norway got a shorty on a power play. Got a shorthanded goal, but USA answered on the very same power play with a goal, which evened things up and has made it 4-1. 4-1, and we're just letting things wind down as well. The NHL will get back up and running tomorrow. My American Hockey League will get back up and running as well. Just let me take care of something real quick. So Norway is going to work it up into the zone. They're, of course, going to be taking more chances. Defensemen are going to activate, try to generate more breakaway chances. But according to the Hockey Podcast Network, which they put out on their Twitter, 10 first-round draft picks potentially coming out of this squad this year. Gavin Brindley could be one of them. Ryan Leonard, already a Capitals prospect, getting an assist today. Gauthier and others. Just see if I can find something on there. There for this year, Team USA Hockey. So of the goaltenders, Trey Augustine's the one starting today for the U.S. And he's actually last year Detroit's second-round pick. So future Red Wing there for Augustine. Augustine as well. Norway gets in just barely on sides on that play. Just here in this game is, hey, once you know it, Capitals pick as well. was picked in the second round in 2022. So Ryan Chaseley getting a case prospect. Neil, shout out to you. Picked at 4th overall, second round pick. Drew Fortune, Boston College kid. Rangers prospect, 3rd round pick last year for the Rangers. Cutter Gauthier has already got a point as well. Phillies 1st round pick, 5th overall in 22. So future member of the burnt orange and white for him. Good showing for him. Torts might bring him in. And your 2-goal player so far in the game on tap for probably number 1 star, Gavin Brindley, currently with the University of Michigan, and last year's 2nd round pick for the Columbus Blue Jackets, 34th overall. Poor kid. Poor kid, what he's going to be going into. I say that tongue in cheek, but my goodness. And Ryan Leonard as well. Ryan Leonard, Capitals draft pick. Jimmy Snuggerland was currently with Minnesota and is a St. Louis prospect of 2 years ago. So nearly everyone on this roster is a pretty good draft pick for their NHL clubs. A lot of these kids are still in college, or with junior hockey up in Sam Hildebrandt, eligible for the draft this year. Currently with the Briere Colts and is eligible for the draft. On defenseman, Zitley with the University of Denver is eligible for the draft this year. Last media timeout being taken for this game, still 4-1 Team USA in the league, and all the forwards are currently drafted or have rights with the NHL clubs right now. So a pretty good bump of crop that Team USA is bringing in. The majority of these players are all draft picks, and pretty high ones too. So USA carrying a lot of firepower into this one. And it's showing it 4-1 USA. 4-1 USA as we're entering the last media timeout, or I'm sorry, ice break they have going on here. So we will see how this goes. As Team USA is going to close out this game against Team Norway. Game 3 of 4 today here at World Juniors. As Latvia and Sweden is due up next at the conclusion of this game. Tomorrow morning, Finland and Germany will kick off at 8:30. And yep, Sweden versus Latvia will follow this game whenever it is. Scheduled time is for 1:30. Might be looking at like 1:35, 1:45-ish. Our time. 1:45 our time. This is like a late afternoon game in Sweden. Sweden, in comes US and gets the shot wide. Maybe trying to get that hat trick for Brindley. Big rebound in front, and goalie has it. Whistle goes off. Play is dead. This goalie's trying. This goalie's trying for Norway. They really are. I think on our rankings, like Norway, let me just check here. Just check here. If you do want to see more of like these team quick breakdowns, the odds breakdown, go to the Hockey Podcast Network's Twitter account, and you'll find where all these teams, we did a little mini breakdown for it. It was a really nicely done in the days leading up to this. So again, USA was the head-on favorite. It's and all that, and I don't see exactly where they were. I have to travel down their feed a lot just to see it. Heading into the final minutes here in the third, 2:50 left here as we are wrapping up here in Game 3, Team USA away. This will be a big 3 points for USA to take out of this. Big 3 points. And that's just how the scoring goes. It's a 3-2-1. And Team USA player goes down. Late penalty for Norway. As we have a tripping call. And it looks like Team USA is going to get one last power play before we head out the game. The game here, Nelson was taken down, and that's a clean trip. Norway player went down, took a swipe at the puck, and got the legs instead. 2 minutes. Dallin for Norway. 2 minutes for tripping at the 17:33 mark. Not exactly a power play to end the game, but Team USA, they're going to try and get Brindley that third. Team USA 2 for 4 on the man advantage today. Good for them. Back out to the point, looking over the circles. They want to get Brindley that hat trick. They really want to get Brindley that trick. Fires blocked off by Norwegian goaltender and flings the puck down. I don't expect any extra attacker stuff here. I don't expect it. I've seen others as well. Norway could be a little aggressive here. Play up the forwards to try and create some chances for a goaltender 10 the goal moment from either goalie in this. I wonder if Steve Dangle is doing a World Juniors thing or not. Doing a Team Canada since he got the great chance to cover it for Team Canada in Vancouver. That was a fun read in his book. Then tip deflect in front and just that backdoor play was there. It was there. They're trying to get Calvin the hat trick. They are trying to. I know it's Gavin. It's probably Gavin. Then and it's all gravy here. This point was thrown. It was the backdoor feed, and Gauthier, it just didn't get any lift, get too much of a lift on it. And Gauthier had a really nice pass. Really nice pass. It just fed through the seam and was there for the backdoor play. Types of plays. I know this is juniors level, but you can play that style really good. Will really help you out in the NHL as well. We're going to be wrapping it up here. 30 seconds left as USA gets the puck in. Penalties over, so Team USA goes 2 for 5 on the man advantage. And we're almost done here. Almost done. Just one last face-off. We're going to run it down. They're showing the replay of the Gauthier feed as he was calling for the puck again on the power play. And that's what led to the feed, the backdoor play. On just under 20 seconds left here in the game. And it looks like Team USA is going to take their first victory in group play. Let's count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in the words of Pittsburgh Dad, win. Team USA, Bob and play, gets a good 3 points as Team USA defeats Team Norway. 4-1 the final. Thank you, Neil, so much for an assist on that one. And thank you to all of you for putting up with me on this. I know I wasn't, the internet and stuff here wasn't the best. I did the best with what I could. And thank you to all of you that stuck around. So that'll do it. That will do it for our watch along here. And Team USA takes game one of the World Juniors. They are doing the lineups, and I think stick taps. Not sure if they do the handshake after each game at each level. But just checking this out real quickly before we sign off here. Or do they do the anthems? There's something going on here. Something major. Just maybe some end of game stuff. Or maybe this is where they do play each other's anthems at the end of the game. Players of the game thing. Goalie there is being given something. Players of the game. For Norway, Marcus Strutterland, the goaltender for Norway, was given player of the game for Norway. And for the U.S., Gavin Brindley. He's given a Swiss watch. Player of the game, and you get a Swiss watch for it. Now bring it in, you two. Let's get the photo for the website. Thank you. On your way. Hands it to the coach, who's one of the assistants, who's gonna safely tuck it away. And now they're gonna play the anthems. Anthems at the end of it, as is their rights and custom. That is an old building that they were playing at. These are the little things I love about the World Juniors. These are the little things. Team USA's flag is being raised, and they are playing the national anthem, America, as is the right and customs of the winners. America. They're showing that USA Union Pacific Railroad type patch on them. I want one of those for my collection. I want a Team USA jersey. Team USA's flag is raised. And that will do it. That should do it for them. Because whoever gets the victory, you get your anthem played first. That's just how they do it in the World Juniors. Just how things are. So just got done playing the anthem there. Stick taps and high fives the whole way around. And yep, we get the handshake line at the end of the game. Yeah, it's a round robin game, but it's still fun. Now, you want hyper emotional? Wait for the gold medal game, especially if it's Team USA versus Canada. Oh my goodness. I have seen some stuff in those games. I think when USA beat Canada, I think it was in 2021, when a Canadian player was given the silver medal, he just tossed it over his shoulder. Didn't want it. That's what these mean to some people, to some of these players. And it's beautiful. So now that will do it. That is a wrap. Thank you to all of you who have stuck around for this. Thank you so much. Thank you to Neil for an assist. And I'll be back for World Juniors. Not for World Juniors. I'll be back for the Winter Classic next week. So I'm going to close this out the same way I always do. And in the words of a Philadelphia hockey broadcaster, good night and good hockey.
Say something.